We're on a vacation in Wisconsin. Did you hear that? Pewee! The Eastern Pewee is out here, singing his song in these woods. So I normally associate the Eastern Wood-Pewee with camping in the woods back in Ohio, so it doesn't surprise me to hear the Pewee out here in these woods in Wisconsin.
So the olive brown Eastern Wood-Pewee is inconspicuous until it opens its bill and gives this slurred call you just heard, the Pewee. A characteristic sound of eastern summers, especially back home in Ohio and here where I'm vacationing in Wisconsin. They're small flycatchers and they love to perch on dead branches in the mid-canopy. And they like to go after flying insects. Often you'll see them sitting there moving their head around. That's pretty much what they're doing, looking for insects. So like other flycatchers, pewees usually don't come to feeders, so you won't be able to attract them in your backyard easily with a feeder. They may visit woodland backyards, as we saw at this Airbnb I was at, or property adjacent to patches of forest or woodlands, which I have seen in my backyard since I do have a creek and some woods nearby. When several flycatcher species live in the same forest, the Eastern Wood-Pewee tends to forage higher in the trees than the Least and Acadian Flycatchers, but lower than the Great Crested Flycatcher. The Eastern Wood-Pewee and Western Wood-Pewee have different calls, but are nearly impossible to tell apart by eye. Their breeding ranges overlap in a very narrow zone in the Great Plains. Researchers have found no evidence that the two species interbreed, though, in that area. So I mentioned the Eastern Wood-Pewee's song of 3 sliding notes. Pewee is distinctive and easy to learn. It makes finding these woodland birds pretty straightforward. It helps that the males belt out their song nearly throughout the day. So I hope you get a chance to hear and maybe even see an Eastern Wood-Pewee if you live in the eastern half of the U.S. this summer before they make their flight home back to South America.